It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun.
Thank you for joining me tonight.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Kindly let me know if the audio is perfect and the video as well. Just before we continue, share the broadcast. Go on to my YouTube if you are not there yet. Subscribe. I mean, you don't want to miss anything. Share the broadcast.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ó bá ṣe àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun diary.
Thank you very much. I love you too, Ignatius Omego. Thank you very much for joining. I love you all. Let me tell you a short story. It's not a story. It is just a reminder that Maiyegun that you see today, your favorite Maiyegun, when I first started, I encountered some people who pretty much suddenly, they don't know me. But because I love expressing myself, even though I wasn't, I'm not in Nigeria. These were the people who usually would contact me and they would say, don't you have anything to do with your life? Is the reason why you traveled abroad because to be talking about Nigeria? Why can't you think about your future? And these people, they still exist to this day. But let me tell you what the intention of all that have always been. Because Nigeria is a system that the social conditioning which built and breeded hate, division, hypocrisy, lack of trust, and every other vices you can think of, that people kind of hide simply because they always want to show a different picture of Nigeria to the rest of the world, something they have lived with until the internet came, social media came, and this generation tapped into it. And we began the process of finding the truth about everything that is wrong with Nigeria. You know, there's also something. If you look at so many people who are today championing and asking that Nigeria, the conversation around there, if Nigeria should still be a country and who should be part of that and what make you a Nigerian, that conversation that we are now pushing for today, this generation that started it, good enough for those who have lived with it. Somehow they have adjusted to it. The generation before us, when the internet came and we started asking questions, first they said we had no respect. The second time they said we are impatient. And for now they are saying, right, we are too ambitious for asking for the change in status quo. Nigeria conditioned people to adjust to every manner of madness, that all character of animals that take care of or take charge of that country in the last 50 years, in particular. The generation before us, they have adjusted enough that they kind of wanted to treat us same way the generation before them treated them. The generation of servitude, slavery, the generation that kind of feels like the sign of respect is for you to be bullied, cheated, simply because they are older. It is for you to never question the lies and believe all the lies and never find the truth. Asking questions is called insult to this generation. They did it to them. So they decided, they were waiting, it's their turn. Some of them have survived the brutality of Nigeria. Now it's their turn to bully, undermine, and at the same time force us to adjust to the same life forced on them. So they used many tactics by telling you about your future. Many of them will tell you, why don't you care about your future? Why do you always love to just criticize and talk about this thing? Don't you have something to do with your life? Now, this is a blackmail. Because number one, that future they are talking about is not there. As long as you are in Nigeria, your future, as you immediately you become a Nigerian, life has been rigged against you. Life is already leading you by somewhere around there 4-0. So you will fight and fight to equalize that lead. And only few have been able to make, and the few that have maybe been able to bridge that gap, they took that chance as their own opportunity, to tell all of you who have been unable to meet that gap as the failure. Therefore, they can advise you by talking about a future stolen, looted, destroyed by those who forced everybody to believe that except for one Nigeria, you have nothing else. Again, that generation that believe that are those generations you call your uncles. Those are the ones who always tell you that you are lazy. That's why you don't make it. They will never talk about the economy of the country. When you begin or you try to engage them about the disadvantage of what you face living in that place, they will tell you how come they made it. So if they could make it, you should know that you can make it. And this blackmail has somehow forced many of you to continue to chase shadow, believing that maybe there is a way you can actually make it in a fucked and messed up system like Nigeria, where everything is rigged against you. Now, they sometimes say our generation is a generation that wants to probably just have everything. That is not true, because there is actually nothing for you to take, not to talk of you being, or feeling like entitled. They stole everything. They left nothing. And here we are. We are being given no option. They are telling us, asking for something better is us becoming too, it's like us becoming too emboldened. Therefore, the same violence unleashed on them should be unleashed on us. And they use so many other tactics by playing into your mind, telling you, why don't you find something else to do? Why don't you just face your life? Tell me, you are a graduate in Nigeria. They told you that all you needed was education. Just get educated. Once you have education, your life is going to be sorted. If you don't get education, you are just as a waste of a space. Some of you got educated. You invested a lot on your children, but you watched the criminals, who had everything but gave nothing, took everything away from you, and at the end of the day, they even still blame you for the situation of the country. Now, my prologue, or whatever you like to call it, I said this because last night we had somebody on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, a follower, I believe, and I always kind of see. Sometimes I see people, or I see questions beyond the lens of the asker, the person who asks it. Okay, but if you pay attention very well, Nigeria is, how should I describe it that will actually fit in this scenario? Nigeria is a place whereby all you need to do, indeed, to either survive in Nigeria is one, believe that a country that rewards crime and criminals is where you live, and never challenge it. Okay, then you'll be at peace. Or join them and pretend that you are also part of the solution when you are indeed the problem. That is the situation of Nigeria. A place whereby is a country that is so divided that the president of a country came publicly to make a national threat against another ethnic nationality. Yeah. And to this day, so many of those who are actually like Igbos themselves, for example, in his government, they are those defending him too, telling people that, well, the statement is right because it is right to bring about the same genocide of 1967 to 1970. A country that a president could make such utterance and many, many other utterances and get away with, right? Then you see through other people who actually feel like the same thing that Bokohari feels. Like last night, some people feels like if you ask to have your own country, or if you ask for a referendum, the next thing, the best judgment you deserve is to be shot and killed. And don't think people like Bokohari, who has that mindset, doesn't have millions others who feel the same way. And if you ask why is the problem of Nigeria kind of, unresolved, it is not far-fetched, because you have criminals, right, who have managed to perfect the art of art of manipulation, whereby people who declare genocide on others, right, and they also have the backings of those who also believe that if you ask for referendum, if you ask for your own country, if you ask for a revolution, or even if you ask for a good governance, and the military comes out to shoot and kill you, right, you deserve to die. And they are in their millions, right? That is why Bokohari will have the audacity to move in the military and massacre every day, continue to kill harmless, innocent people, just call the dog bad name to hang it. In the comment yesterday, Philip, if I remember his name correctly, said that, and there is also something I said about being a prisoner of history. Because those who have kept everybody in this whole contraption and confusion, right? They understand that art of manipulation using that exact, divide and rule. And here is the twisted history that so many people actually believe. And because of that, the Igbos deserves to be massacred by just anybody who enjoys killing them. And they will get away with it. And in fact, they will be rewarded for doing it. Why is that? This is one of them. Philip said something yesterday and he said, the Igbos never supported the Yorubas. And Zeke partnered with Ahmadu Bello and the Northern People's Union, whatever they were called then, to betray Awolowo. That is not true. This is part of the history that will make a Yoruba man to agree with another narcissist that believe that asking for a referendum is a call for war and therefore you should be butchered like a common criminal. This is one of the narratives that makes them continue to agree and continue to repeat the same. It is unfortunate, right? You know about S.L. Akintola. You know about the 1962-1963 election that led to where it's here. You know the alliance to break Awolowo, which Akintola entered, and which eventually led to what led to the where it's here in Southwest, which eventually also led to the collapse of the First Republic. The people who broke and betrayed Awolowo were the same people who fought with Awolowo when they were in the trenches, demanding for self-determination, including independence at the time, which simply means politics of the time, which was, as they later coined, there is no permanent friend, there is no permanent enemy, only permanent interest. Akintola took a faction of a Yoruba political organization built with Awolowo to partner with people who said they could build one Nigeria, that it could become the premier. And indeed, it became the premier. Why would you erase that from the history? And only to join the bandwagon of those who have been suffering from Igbophobia. Igbophobia since 1957. Some of you will need to read that history. What brought about the Igbophobia? How did they manage to drag the Yorubas into it? The politics of 1950, 1960, in fact, 1950, late 1950s, was a politics of tribe, was a politics of ethnic. The Yorubas were propagating everything that has to do with Yoruba. The Igbos and the Biafrans, they were propagating everything that has to do with the people of Eastern region. The Northerners were propagating everything that has to do with just the Northern Nigeria. Until 1966, when this issue of a unitary system came by, and this Igbophobia became escalated, and the Yorubas were easily dragged into it because the 1966 coup was finally tagged the Igbo coup, and that gelled till today. And then that brings me back to, why would you always want to be prisoners of history rather than somebody who learned from history and built from it? Where is Awolowo today? Where is Azikiwe today? Where is Ahmadu Bello today? Where are those who took that decisions when you and I were never even born? How come that it is so convenient for the generation before us? I'm talking about all of you who are in your 40s, 50s, 60s, who have actually somehow, undeniably, are still living with that Igbophobia. And look at us today. Whatever brought us here today, whatever alliance that you thought was the best to keep us as part of Nigeria, look at us today. We are being killed. We are being butchered. We are unsafe. Our economy is ruined. Our children are pretty much falling spirit every day into the basket of poverty. We are seeing those who are parading themselves as Yoruba leaders who cannot stand up and speak for the Yoruba people, the country of over 70 million people. And there we are. The only option we have is that we should join you and crucify the Igbos. And I say this again. If we have learned from history, if everything we have tried have failed, if you as a person believe that in a country you believe your children should grow in, they should not grow up in a country with an Igbo man. As a Yoruba man now, I'm saying this to you because you see, whenever we are trying to say, whenever we are asking for, an opportunity, a chance to have a conversation like this, means that every contrary opinions, every contrary view should be entertained, no matter how much you feel so unsettled having the conversation. Put it this way, we are asking for a peaceful dissolution of Nigeria, peaceful, no war, and safely dissolution of Nigeria, right? And you can only do that through a referendum, a people's, powered referendum. This conversation is the conversation that the Fulani terrorists said they would never have, and they will never be on the same table with the Igbo man, with having the same equal right, which is their right, not just an Igbo man or Igbo woman. There are many, many other nationalities. No matter how big you think you are, no matter how small you think they are, they have the equal right if you want to build a country. And here we are. If you are looking for that conversation, it means there are many, many of them that you will never be comfortable with. But guess what? You will only have to defend what is yours. You cannot abrogate what is for others. Now, when I say conversation, the Fulanis are saying they would rather crush and cancel the dots. That is unacceptable. That is like the rest of us have to agree. The Yorubas have to agree that we should join them in eliminating the Igbos for asking for a referendum. I'm a Yoruba man, right? History have somehow taught me to what? To never repeat the same mistake again. The same mistake is that if I'm going to go into a deal, listen to this, I am talking to you now from a very sincere heart, so that whatever you make out of this conversation tonight is yours, not mine. But as narcissistic as you might be, maybe this might unlock your mind a bit, okay? You are programmed somehow to believe that whether you have no fact or evidence, you are programmed to believe that you should never have anything to do with an Igbo in the same country. Now, that is a self-indictment on you. Whether you are a Hausa man, an Ijo man, a Yoruba man, Yoruba man, a TV man, a Juku man, and wherever you are from, listen to me. If you are one of those who believe that you don't trust let's start with them now, because that is what is reigning. Igbophobia. Igbophobia. If you want to be in the good book of the ruiners of Nigeria, just let them know how Igbophobic you are. Igbophobia. Many deny it. They always put up trump-up nonsense, baseless fictions to tell you why they are not comfortable with the Igbos. Now, put it this way. You have one country, over 250 nationalities, who can be countries on their own without being part of Nigeria if they are allowed to, okay? Now, Igbos seems to be the headache of the Fulanis, especially the Fulanis. Don't mistake this, okay? However, I won't say all of the Fulanis, because we shouldn't. While we are trying to, to cure them of their madness, we should never turn out to be like them, okay? Now, you don't want them to be part of that country. You don't trust them. You can tell 1 million things that about them, why they should never be part of a country. Great. Now, on the other hand, the Igbos are saying, we don't want to be with this, we don't want to be with that, we want to be on our own. Now, that seems to be so clear. The only thing to resolve it will be, you don't like them. They don't like most of you. Now, let's now use that narrative to say, how do we resolve it? Should we kill ourselves? Should we now gang up and kill the Igbos? To prove what? To prove to them that they can't have their country, but they can't be part of Nigeria? Because I don't understand. Like, let's put it that way. And again, that is self-indictment on many of you. Whatever your reasons are, right? Whatever your reasons for why you think, they cannot be trusted. Let's even say you have your right to it. Let's even say nobody's right, nobody's wrong now. But would you agree with me that if a referendum is conducted, and they ask many of you yes or no, would you like to live in the same country with the Igbos? I will vote yes. But I know many of you with your own Igbophobia in you. Okay? There's nothing wrong if you admit, all right? It is part of the, deliverance. Do you get that now? Once you admit to a problem, the problem is half solved. When you admit that it's true, I've just been trying to tolerate the Igbos. I'm not saying that there are no Igbos who have Yoruba, what do you call it? Yoruba phobia in them. Oh. You can put it that way. Are you with me? There are also Igbos, Biafrans, who also have their own phobia for the Yorubas, who have their phobia for the Fulanis, who have their phobia for so many other people, and they have their reasons too. Okay? Now, if a referendum is allowed to take place, and you are given a ballot, yes or no, would you live in the same country with a Biafran, sharing the same rights, equal rights for everything? Would you vote yes or no? So if you vote no, it simply means you support Biafra. Are you following me? If your elite, your leaders, your criminal leaders, who are enjoying the division, the misunderstanding, if they allow you to scrutinize what is Biafra, what do the Igbos want, and why you think if they want to go, they should go. You know what I mean? If you are allowed to decide, to choose, and at the end of the day, in that questionnaire, that's what a referendum is, oh, they will write it there. Would you love to live in the same country with the Biafrans, sharing equal rights, equality, justice, fairness, and everything as citizens of this country? Would you vote yes to live with the Biafrans in Lagos, in Kano, in Borno, in Sokoto? The same right. So if you now vote no, I can't live with the Biafrans, then you are a supporter of Biafra. Why are you then against them? Why should you now support those who enjoy killing them for asking to leave? Shouldn't you add your voice to their own and pressure your leaders to stop the carnage and let them go? Don't worry about them. And the reason why they want to go is because the reason why we don't like what they are saying is because they want to take the Niger Delta. Hello, are you from Niger Delta? Okay, now you are from Niger Delta. Let me talk to you. Do you know that the same process that will breed Biafra peacefully is the same process that will decide who are those who are going to be part of that Biafra? Because they would have to redraw the map. Yes, there is old Biafra map. Whether you like it or not, okay? Whether they erased it from your history, whether they continue to tell you to deny it, Biafra Republic existed for a period of 3 solid years. Are you with me? Whatever they told you, that's one of the reasons why it is not going away. If they are told many of you then that it's true, Biafra existed though. If you go to this museum in Abuja, you will see everything about the Biafra. You will see those who died. You will see all their names, the soldiers, those who died, the Yorubas who died, the Hausas who died, the Fulanis who died, the Jaws who died, everyone who died during the whole thing. If they had put up an epitaph or so up there, where everybody go there to read about it, some of these criminals who are still fighting the war in their head, they will not have the courage to continue the Cold War, and they continue to massacre them secretly. Do you get that now? But they bury it. Whatever they told you, fine. But it existed. So what do you think will happen? Let the people decide. Don't tell me because you want to be vice president of Nigeria in 2023. Therefore, millions of people who are actually prefer something better, they have no right to express same. Who the hell are you? It is a matter of time, right? As a Niger Deltan, as a Joe Yoruba is Shekiri, and everyone from Niger Delta region, they will redraw the map of Nigeria. They will redraw the map of Biafra. If you don't want to be part of them, you will not be part of them. Biafrans are in Benue. Biafrans are in part of Kogi there. Biafrans are in part of so many other places that you have no idea. But guess what? They will all have rights to vote in a referendum. And they are telling you that they are landlocked. How miseducated, how misinformed that these terrorists have managed to keep many of you in the dark. So if you understand what a referendum means, you will be chasing the criminals who are making it a war song. That's what they're asking for. Nobody is going to take your Niger Delta. Don't let anybody lie to you about your oil, okay? Even you don't control the oil. You don't control the oil. So what's so special about the oil anymore? You are they want to claim Niger Delta for Biafra because of our oil. You are not even in control of the oil. They have to kill many of your sons and daughters. They have to jail many of your elders. They have to kill so many of your people in the creek. They destroy everywhere, every of your livelihood before they finally granted you 13% derivation formula. And let us even thank Alex Ekweme. Alex Ekweme Committee, the committee that created what is now called the Niger Delta region today. Let us give a thanks to him, a Biafran, Alex Ekweme. You know that committee that created Niger Delta region, Niger Delta Commission, Development Commission, Biafran, a Biafra man. Don't let them make you part of the genocide that is never in your interests. Who controls your oil? So let them give you the chance. There are people from Niger Delta who identify as Biafrans. You know why? They know that they will be better off as part of a new country that they are part of. They are part of its foundation. They are a country that is not just handed to them. You will have your chance. Don't let them make you throw this away again. They told you that you should deny your ancestral origin to take a protection from Nigeria. Look at Niger Delta region today. They want to take our oil. Now the Biafrans want to take our oil. It's because of our oil. Are you living inside the rock? Eh? That same oil you are talking about is everywhere. But because of the way Nigeria is, the way Nigeria is structured, that is why you from Bayelsa, you have the oil block, but your government have nothing. They don't even have a clue about those who are controlling the oil or drilling the oil, how much of the oil they are drilling every day. So then you turn yourself to what? Militants who now have to blow pipeline to get paid ransom, to be given pipeline as security, your own oil as they drill it and they pump it out of your land and they leave your land in complete destruction. And yet, the Africans want to take our oil. It's because they want to take our oil. Come on, man. You can be smarter than that. All right? But nobody's taking your oil. Can you please leave the oil out of it? Fight for what is left. Ogoni, clean up the promised lies. Why am I telling you all of this? Femi O no Adesina. Femi O no Adesina. Meanwhile, guys, on what do you call it? On YouTube, okay? If you have anybody, all right, if you have anyone, everyone is free to express themselves, okay? Disagree and all of that, all right? But if you see anybody who is probably creating a nuisance, all right, let me know. I can yank him or her off right away, okay? So you are free to speak your mind, but when you begin to distract my friends in the commenter section, they will react. And when they react, when my friends become uncomfortable, then you have no place in this gathering, okay? So you have your time. If you can be like Philip, you can call me back, on the program tonight. But if you insult any of my friends, if you dare insult anyone on my platform, if I get to know, I will take care of you. Please mind that, okay? You can never probably be more Bokohari than Yusuf Bokohari. You can never be more Bokohari than what's her name? Hannah Bokohari, okay? So you can never be more Bokohari than Aisha Bokohari, okay? So if your madness is probably disturbing you right there, we can take care of it for you, all right? It's just a click away. So let me know. Give me the name. Oluwakanbi. So where wolonje Oluwakanbi, you know? So Oluwakanbi, show mind, go say hi. Because there's so much people there. Sorry, guys, for that, interruption. I would rather have my friends comfortable on Maiyegun's Diary Political than allow these stray dogs, okay, to probably come in and have a field day, all right? So if Akanbi is disturbing anyone, please. Oh, okay, I've seen Oluwakanbi. Oluwakanbi, Olórí burúkú ló pọ̀ jù nínú yín. Ṣùgbọ́n olórí burúkú ló pọ̀ jù nínú yín. Ajíyàjẹ, ajírébi, olóṣì oníyà. Yes, I'm coming back for you. Continue watching, but you won't probably have that chance of disturbing everyone anymore, okay? You have my attention, and that's good for you. Enjoy it. 1 sec.
You too. And yes, we like you. Oh, Baba, and yes, we like you.
You see, sorry to some of you who don't understand Yoruba. Some of what I'm about to say now is actually the reason why we're having this broadcast tonight. All right. I'm going to say it in Yoruba. I don't think I can find the right English to say it without YouTube or somebody sanctioning me, okay? You see, in Yoruba land, we have some Olori Burukus that are not different from the wearies, the criminals who have subjected many people to what is today's hardship and killing field in Nigeria. They cut across every tribe. But you see those ones from Yoruba land, when you see them everywhere blabbing and talking, those olori buruku omo alis, these are the people that will tell you that if you challenge their leaders or those they call political leaders, whatever it is, you should be fired and be killed. To them, Omalai Boroni, Talobi Babai, and most of them are the Omualis that we usually we say in Yoruba land, ti ile kan ba n toro, àwọn olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti dàgbà. And the same thing with community. If a community is peaceful, the ọmọ àlè there, those who are the ọmọ àlè, àwọn ọmọ ìran kíran, àwọn ọmọ àlè, they are yet to grow up. And we have many of them in Yoruba land. Look at it this way, right? Nigeria is a place where we can all complain from morning to night, all right? But as much as we complain, those who are actually perpetrating this whole fraud, manipulation, and corruption against the people, to start, one moment. Yeah. So to start discouraging, what do you call it? People from speaking up, so to say. Sorry, I picked something up there, right? Some of them, like I said, they are not really different from those who are perpetrating this whole thing. And look at it this way. Because their own fathers and their own mothers, they bowed to the slave masters, right, during their own time. And they also eventually gave birth to some of these Olori Buruku, crumb beaters, ass lickers, and crumb chasers. Some of them, nobody say, when we call them ass lickers, crumb beaters, and what do you call it, crumb chasers, it's not because they don't have money to feed. Many of them don't, but many of them who do have money to feed, the mentality, that poverty mentality, that slavery mentality, right? They inherited them from their own parents. Their fathers and their mothers, they grew up telling their children that as long as any evil going on around you doesn't affect you, keep your mouth shut, look away. Therefore, they grew up without having what is called that humanity in them, or empathy, so to say. These are those who grew up as adults. They have been waiting for a time whereby they will take their own turn, right? So if they see politicians shooting and killing their people for disagreeing with them, they will agree because they will do worse. You know why? They were raised to be, to have no passion for anything. Now, they were born into a country where they were also told, hating other people, gaslighting other people, and blaming other people for your problems, right? Is actually a way, it's kind of a therapy. Now, look at it this way. In Yoruba land, right? When a Yoruba man tells you, and is so concerned about Biafra, and is so hateful about it, you ask yourself, what makes a Yoruba man so angry about Biafra? What exactly would make a Yoruba man, a Yoruba woman, so angry when they are talking about Biafra, right? It is not far-fetched. They were raised, okay? Though many actually are living in that denial, but they were raised, okay, to hate somebody for their problem. And when they are unable, okay, to feed their families, when they are unable to live or meet up the societal, live up to the societal expectation, right? They blame someone. I am a Yoruba man. And I know this is also peculiar to many other tribes, right? But look at it this way. A Yoruba man would rather blame somebody instead of himself for whatever he's going through. This can be a kind of character of Africans generally, but I know this differently. We don't stop blaming people. We, in fact, want them lynched, killed, or whatever it is for that presumed conclusion that they are the cause of our problem. If you ask a Yoruba man, what exactly is your problem with Biafra? It will either, because I've listened to some, it will either tell you the Igbos always want to dominate everywhere. They are always this and that. These are the stale statement of warped, ignorant minds. And this warped, ignorant mind, some of them are not just living in Nigeria. You can excuse those ones living in Nigeria. Many of them have escaped from Nigeria. They live abroad. They live in America. They live everywhere, right? But you see, they left Nigeria, but Nigeria never left them. That hateful hatred, blaming people for whatever is wrong with them, whatever is wrong with their region, and then shielding away those who are actually making the laws, those who are collecting the taxes, those who are borrowing the money in the name of Yoruba people, those who are actually executing contract or collecting contract to build roads, hospitals, schools, those who are in charge of paying salaries and paying pensioners, those who are there making those decisions, who are 100% Yorubas. These rogues who are raised to hate people and blame other people for their problems, yeah, they will ignore them. And these people don't represent us. That's exactly where I'm coming to. When you see the likes of Oluwakanbi, he's not alone. If you see the likes of many people like that on social media who are, portraying that personality of hateful people, untrusted people, people you can't really, unreliable people, they don't represent Yoruba. And I'm saying this because I am a Yoruba man. And I can tell you, there is something in Yoruba land called Omoluabi. There's something in Yoruba land that is, when you see an average Yoruba man who is above average, one thing that they love to be called is that they want to be known as people who stand to defend other people, especially people who can't defend themselves. So that's who we are. We don't look away from injustice. But yes, we have had characters who actually have the same character of these, criminals in charge, who have been so perfect in the game of deceit, manipulation, and blaming others. But they don't represent us. And that is why this generation will never let the narrative continue. If there is anything your parent told you, I don't care how old you are, 50, 60, 70, if there is anything your parent told you, if there's anything you think you know, the history of Nigeria that you grew up into, if there's any of them that actually says we have to hate other people, we have to see them mauled and killed, we have to see them humiliated and dehumanized just because we were told to feel like that. I don't give a damn about whatever your parent told you, and I don't care how old you are. You will not infect this generation with that same mentality. And that's why people like me won't stop talking. What have you learned? That it is okay that while our own backyard is burning, our people being turned to refugees, and those who are parading themselves as Yoruba leaders, Yoruba political decision makers, they continue to give excuses and why they can't discuss either the independence of Yoruba people or a self-determination that will actually put us in charge of our own destiny and our own security. You as a Yoruba man, it is so convenient at your age, to go about and look for people you can convince that it is good, it is all right to look away and watch people killed by the Bokohari's government simply because they are Igbos, of course, simply because Azikiwe betrayed Awolowo, of course. Are you actually that mad that you want to infect this generation with your madness? Do you see why we will never agree? Nnamdi Kanu insulted the Yorubas, as Femi O, Adesina not insulted all of you, as those who parade themselves as Yoruba leaders today not insulted all of us. Today, you and I are talking about how can we protect ourselves. Some of you are even looking forward to a day when they can gaslight Sunday Igboho. You have been doing it anyway. Looking for a day that you can watch and see them, possibly kill Sunday Igboho, so that you can say, yes, nobody can fight government. But terrorists can kill the people and the government can be powerless. This is how sad the situation has become, and this generation won't let that really pass. Okay? Whatever your parent told you, you have never been useful. Are you with me? Many of you who are actually this one Nigeria. You remember when I told you, you see, when I told you that some of those Nigerians who claim to be patriotic Nigerians abroad, I'm talking about the Mumumadus. When you see them defend all the nonsense going on in Nigeria, and at the same time continue to tell you that you should take it, or they will just kill you. They will just waste you away. You see those generations sitting abroad saying that to you. They are the useless generation that left Nigeria 30 years, 25 years, 20 years ago. They are useless, many of them. Not all of them. They left Nigeria when Naira to $1 was 70 kobo. Or, yeah. And they left with the hope that they were coming back to become the biggest thing that ever happened in their family and in their towns. Some of them have failed. Yeah. Bad marriages, bad business decisions, bad lifestyle. They have now passed their own, their prime. They are as useless as anything you can think of. The only advantage is the insurance they have that they are living abroad. They can still enjoy, old people, medical care that is free. Internet, social media brought them closer to you. Now you can really tell. Somebody can see your uncle in London, somebody your family already did family burial for in absence because you couldn't even find if he's dead or he's alive because he's been away for 40 years. But on social media right now, some of them have found their voices. Old useless human beings who are sitting abroad, and they found Bokohari as a punisher. See, all of you, your generation, you just think you can have it so easy. Look at all of you using Twitter, using Instagram, using all the internet, making money, becoming so good, independent, and now you're asking for better life. You are you don't want to suffer for anything because according to them, they were born to suffer, and therefore as a Nigerian, is a tag that they enjoyed and they want you to carry. They have become so useless. And Bokohari became somebody that can help them impoverish more of you, push you into poverty, push you into crime, waste you up, and at the end of the day, possibly destroy you. Millions of you. Bokohari has succeeded in doing that. And when you see them sitting abroad telling you Nigeria is going to be great, anybody telling you to break Nigeria, and they are phoning in from London, calling in from America, talking nonsense on different platforms, asking people they deserve to be killed. These useless people, they have uncles. Some of them, they are not too old, they are young guys too, in their 30s. But you see those who brought them abroad, they are those useless uncles, useless aunties, unuseful human beings. Yeah, waste of space. They train them, and that is why they will tell you Altif Numbu is a life changer. Altif Numbu and all of you asking for the Dua Republic are just jokers. They are watching me right now. Those useless people, they are watching me at the comfort of their living room in London, living room in Toronto, living room in Dubai. Useless patriotic Nigerians abroad. Why won't you be patriotic from abroad? Because it is the Lord's doing. Bokohari is the punisher. He's doing the Lord's work. How can Nnamdi Kanu come and start telling people to ask Bokohari to do the right thing? Who is Nnamdi Kanu? Nigeria dealt with Ojukwu. Nigeria killed all of them. Yes, kill them, Buhari. Why won't you want them killed? Because those who made it impossible for you to be human being and live like one in Nigeria until you get your flat in London. Those who made it possible, you think you have escaped? I told all of you. Maybe all of you want to go to Nigeria and go and do your buga. Femi O, Adesina said, your life or your land. Now before, but now your life or your kidney, you go choose one. Last, you go lose them. Maybe you are from abroad. Somebody traveled home from, Germany to Imo State. Guess what? Probably He's just there to do his own normal business. He's not even somebody who probably is not somebody involved in anything, what do you call it, agitation or anything. He's just there to do his business. So now who kill him? Nigeria kill him. So, you know, if you go to that Nigeria, some of you now, you are no longer doing alaye gogo night, Loshogbo, Lautech to UI to Ekiti, all those places, driving through night, convoy driving, UK returnee, America returnee. If them born you well right now, take your family to that vacation and let them go from Olumo Rock in Abeokuta to Okemesi, Ikogosi in Ekiti. You now take them on that road trip if them born you well. So you can be a patriotic Nigeria from abroad and then wish those who want better thing for themselves back in Nigeria, you can wish them death. This is what they are preaching. This is why we said they don't want that conversation. The only reason why they are scared is because more and more people are beginning to question that what exactly is the problem. Femi O Adesina now came out and he said Obasanjo is the cause of Nigeria problem. Every problem in Nigeria is now caused by Obasanjo. Do you know one thing, right? He's partially right. Okay? But, you know, at the same time, you are dealing with people who have blamed everything, everyone for their failure but themselves. These people have blamed weather. They have blamed America. They have blamed poor people. They have blamed women. They have blamed they have blamed God for the reason why Nigeria is what it is. Okay, so they will blame anyone. Okay, Obasanjo was the man who finally sealed the fate of what is now today's Nigeristan. Okay, Bokohari that is now threatening all of us. You don't know that Bokohari actually threatened we, the Yorubas. As I am talking to you right now, Boko in Nigeria, I am not different from the Biafrans, the IPOB, because as somebody who is promoting a conversation around the Oduduwa Republic, according to Bokohari, I am more dangerous than Shekau. I am more dangerous than Shekau Gumi. I am more dangerous than all those who are kidnapping school children. I am more dangerous than them. And there will be those in Yoruba land who actually believe that. On this same platform, I have had many of these Buhari idiots, the Buhari Dins and the Buhari Diderins, and the closet barbarians, those who will tell you, I don't like Buhari, I don't support Buhari, but I like what Buhari is doing to the Igbos. The narcissists, animals who actually are putting on human skin and all that, yeah? So they believe that if anything happens to Maiyegun, it's because Maiyegun deserves it. This is the mentality we don't want to spread. This is the mentality we don't want this generation or the generation coming after us. They are already here. The generation, you know, they are here already. We will not let this toxic animals from wherever they are living all over the world to continue to tell people that it is wrong to demand for a better country. It is wrong to demand for a better life. It is wrong to demand for an accountability from those who claim to be leading you. That it is wrong, and in fact it is right to be killed for asking for same. This mentality is the mentality they forced on them, and they have lived through it. Some of them believe that they have escaped from the problem in Nigeria, but they are not smart. That's why I said they left Nigeria. Nigeria did not leave them, okay? People that will kill you for what you have. People that will call you infidel. The day where you have to fight between your life, and, you know, your life and your wherever again, because it'll be like, we're going to kill you or we're going to take your kidney. Which one do you prefer? To take your kidney life or kill you and then leave your kidney? When you get to that life and death situation, yeah, then everything you have heard on Maiyegun's diary will begin to make sense to you. But look at you. some of you are watching these videos, you are listening to all this information, and you are so careful that whenever you are going to Nigeria, in your own country, your Nigeria, where they kill people, where your government killed the citizens for asking there for a better life, for whenever you want to go to that your Nigeria, what do? You go secretly. When you want to leave, you leave secretly. You begin to post the picture of you there, or you begin to post the picture of where you are after you have left the place. You know why? Because you are following the news. You know that the children abandoned by the politicians in Yoruba land, those children, they are abandoned for 21 years. They are now adults. They are now the 1 million boys. They are now the Ikorodu boys, this and that. They are now this and that, which simply means when you escape the Fulani terrorists, when you escape the Fulani bandits, when you escape Nigerian, what do you call it? Well, before you get to them, when you escape all of them, all of those, you are likely not going to escape the 1 million boys. You are not likely to escape other young people that this system abandoned, and having a conversation on how can we get out of this mess should be your priority, not gaslighting people, looking for people to gaslight and watch them killed like they are killing the Igbos, because they're going to be killing the Yorubas too. Officially, they are already killing us unofficially. It's up to you to tell yourself the truth. Living abroad, doesn't spare you that. You know what? Right where you are championing and promoting Bokohari's genocidal campaign, you can receive the news this evening that they've ransacked your village. That's your very village that you've never really thought about. And you see, that village may be gone in the next few days. And what would you say? You'll become an Adoru Motito, somebody who finally found out the truth after they are dead. And then it's too late. Then you'll be what? You'll become somebody who is now promoting Oduduwa Republic. Come on. Why do you have to be a victim before you eventually believe? These criminals who believe that we all have to die for asking for a better life, those who are already carrying out the genocide and those who are cheering them on, all we have to ensure is that they should never, ever, ever get away with that divisive, those divisive rhetorics anymore. Okay? When they plant the doubt in you, when you are looking at, okay, Maiyegun is actually making a lot of sense. And I think we should look into what he said. Then they will come and they will plant a doubt in you in that conversation. You hear things like, are you sure you want to trust the Igbos? Are you sure you can trust the Yorubas? Remember what happened, remember this, remember that. Oh. And then when they speak Igbo to you, you'll be like, oh, and it's true. It's true. Well, I don't, same thing with a Yoruba man. Are you sure you want to trust the Igbo? You remember what they did so and so. The reason why they keep planting those doubts in everywhere is simply because they are the only things that can make you question your reasoning that says, can you, in fact, build bridges rather than burn bridges? They want you to keep burning it, because when you keep burning that bridges, when you keep spreading that divisive rhetorics that they want you to keep repeating, they can have evidence to show to others that, didn't I tell you? Look at this video. Look at this thing. Look at what this person said about the Yorubas. Are you not the people who are actually supporting the Biafrans? Look at what this Biafrans said about the Yorubas. The reason why they are doing all of that is because they need to plant those doubts in you. And when you fall for them, you have failed in your effort in building bridges. That means you have become them. The people that kept us divided. Those who kept us divided are not just those who are in power, those who have the power to divide, or those who have the power to unite us, but they kept us divided. And you know them, the politicians, because that's where they derive their power. They are not those people who keep us divided. There are people like them. They are not in power. They speak your language. They speak my language. When you feel like, wow, this makes sense. Why should I be against Biafra? Biafrans are not coming to come and say they want to claim Yoruba land as part of Biafra. A referendum is, in fact, going to make everybody understand where you belong and where you want to belong. As a Yoruba man, why should I be against Biafra? Some morons have actually said they will support Biafra if it's not Nnamdi Kanu. And you ask them, if it's not Nnamdi Kanu, who should it be? It can be anybody else. Oh, that's part of the doubts. They won't give you alternative because they have none. They will discredit what you have because they can't live with it that many of you can actually see the light. Ask them, if it's not Nnamdi Kanu, who should it be? They won't give you any option. They will say it can be anybody. Who is anybody? Nobody. And that is the doubt they're planting. They have no alternative. Do you get what I mean now? And they do all of this because they are not different from those who are telling you that you can't have it. But as a Yoruba man, ask yourself, as a Fulani man, as an Igbo man, as an Hausa man, okay, as an Ijaw man, tell me, why? Ask yourself, why am I even against Biafra? What do I have to gain? What do I have to lose? And in any of this, what exactly is my reason for being against Biafra? And what is my reason why I want Biafra to be part of Nigeria? And do I even have a say in all of this? Once you begin to have the answer, and the answer is going to say nothing. What is your reason why you are against Biafra as a Yoruba man? No reason. You don't like the Igbos? Fine. You rather want the Igbos to live in their own country? Okay, great. But when you begin to say, I don't like them because they want to claim Niger Delta, what is your business from Niger Delta? Are you from Niger Delta? If you are from Niger Delta, then join those who are demanding for referendum and vote that you don't want to be part of Biafra. That is what we are talking about. So everyone trying to plant any seed of doubt, they are doing so not because they want to have a conversation. No, they are not having conversation. In fact, they want to modulate up everything, destroy everything and make it completely directionless. And when you become confused, then they will run away. So why do you want to do like that to yourself? I'm going to drop here. And then, like I said, those who claim that Bokohari, meanwhile, I have an announcement. There is going to be this Yoruba Oduduwa Republic awareness rally in Lagos on the 3rd of July next month. So, and I hope I have an opportunity of speaking to Princess tonight. She has an update for us on the things going on behind the scene, especially now that some people were worried that maybe the people won't be able to the rally won't be able to hold in Lagos because of Tifnumbu and his gang, but now it's going to hold. Okay, so hello there.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi.
Are you serious? So I got through. Wow.
You did, yes. This
I
is
said I
Maiyegun.
must get through to Maiyegun.
And now you did. Your name?
I'm so happy. My name is Magdi. I'm calling from Ghana.
Say that again. Did you say Magzi?
Magdi.
Fantastic, Baba. So, yeah.
Yeah, I follow you on Twitter.
Class, man.
Yeah.
Now you're live.
Yeah. I'm even lost of work. I've just lost. I've forgotten what I wanted to say because of excitement. Anyway.
Just breathe in and breathe out.
Yeah. I just wanted to commend you. Wanted to commend you for everything you've been doing. You understand, to update us on events, and also by clarifying us on some certain issues. I'm so excited because and I'm so grateful that you're not biased in your judgment and in your preachings. But you didn't mention, there's something I wanted to suggest, Maiyegun, about the last because I think there's this news I saw on Twitter, but I didn't want to confirm it until I hear it from you, because most of the news are always authenticated through your platform. So about the Oduduwa and ESN, what is it called? I read on Twitter about the Duduwa and ESN merge.
Collaboration and all that.
Yeah, collaboration. Yeah, you didn't speak about it like I was now looking as if he's a horse.
It is true. Okay.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Yeah, it is something that I just thought we should just keep it to ourselves, you know. I like the flash about it, and then you know, but it's true.
Okay,
it is.
Okay. All right. So let me just allow other people to see. I'm excited. Maybe subsequently next time I'll try and call.
Thank you.
You're reachable. Thank you. May God bless you and
you
continue your good work.
Thank you so much. You have a good evening. Right. Okay. Let me take another call. That's McD from Germany. Let's see.
And then you know, it's true.
Hello.
Okay. All right.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I want to start by calling you that your title again. Ononekuruwa one of Yoruba land.
Ononekuruwa one of Yoruba land. Thank you so much. It's good to have you back. Yeah, you have the floor again.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for educating us again because you know, I've been trying to do my research about the war and what caused it and where we are now. But thanks for enlightening us one more time about the whole situation.
Thank you.
Yeah, this message to everyone, to all the young generation, because that was this idea of I don't know, I don't want to call them old, but you are being suppressed by people telling us when we try to point out the wrong things that they are doing, and they say we are disrespecting them. How can I be disrespecting you by trying to correct the wrong things you're doing, which is making a big mess in the country, and this is where we found ourselves. And if I try to point out and say, oh, you're not doing this thing right, this is the way you should do it, you say I'm being disrespectful. I don't think she will be like that. Sorry, I'm stammering. Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. I just think that they should listen to us and let us have our own way. Or listen to us and take correction rather than saying, oh, you're being disrespectful.
Thank you so much. Now, I'll take just another one again, okay? Thank you very much for calling in tonight. Now, I have another caller. Hello.
General Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. JJ.
Yeah, my name is Ahmed.
Oh, Ahmed. Oh, you took a new turn tonight. You usually come in with your usual laugh and all that, and I'll get to know that's you.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
There you go. Now you're right.
So, so yesterday, like, I want to talk about what happened yesterday when Philip called. I tell you, ever since I've been at work today, like, I was just reasoning and like, and they still exist. You are abroad, and you think that way. Honestly, I look at you like you're selfish. I know. I feel he might be online now. He might be listening to me. Philip, if you're listening, you are a wicked person to think that way. You are abroad and you think what people are doing, for someone to leave what he is doing and come online just to enlighten people and tell people what's going on, and you think we are being biased, we are not being fair to ourselves. It's the government that sent you out of Nigeria to where you are today. Are they fair to you? Why can't you guys just look at what's going on around you and just judge yourself? Judge with what you see. Don't just come and start saying all what he was saying yesterday. I was just looking like, why is it that some people are so dumb? They don't think. You just came online, 1993, Abiola, Kimi, some kind of nonsense. We've gone past that nonsense. We are looking
ahead to see how we can get away from this nonsense that is going on. And you come and you say, Nnamdi Kanu, this Nnamdi. Have you one day listened to Nnamdi Kanu? Each time Nnamdi Kanu says something hard and he feels, oh, this thing I might offend people, he apologizes and be like, this, but what he believes in, he says it with no apology. And I believe him. See, I'm a Muslim, and Nnamdi Kanu insults Islam, he does this, but I don't blame him because he's saying the fact. If nobody gave him room to say that, he will never say it. But for someone to start coming and saying this, he possesses himself as God, see.
And the saddest part, Ahmed, the saddest part yesterday that actually really got me to the point that I said, really? Are you serious? Was when he said I said, does that now justify them being killed? And he started changing it again. I'm like, what are you saying? Like, whatever is the whole thing, should anybody be killed? Should people be massacred because somebody felt insulted?
Maiyegun, I will tell you something. I still have colleagues that are still in the military. Like I told you, I once have in the military. I still have colleagues that are still in the military in Imo State, which they were in Imo State. Most of them, some in 82 Ds, that they mobilized them and all those nonsense. I used to tell them, they say, see, forget, we just they do army job. Me now, waiting they give us. I say, oh boy, make una they use na brain. Una know as they be. Me, we are just day here, yes. Una know as everything they be. As far because. On a good day, I can be like, hey, guy, bro, how far now? Send your other make I keep you something. That's just normal. And they understand. I tell them, they understand. They know this is the struggle, but they're just doing the job. But now, most of them, they use their brain. But you that you are abroad and you can't see it, and you are saying, you are talking trash, you are talking nonsense. Now they can't do this now. Olórí búlá àwọn mi fa o.
Bàbá olórí burúkú àwọn ẹlòmíì ni o. Àwọn èèyàn yọ olórí burúkú pọ̀ gan ni o. Let's say it bó ṣe yẹ kó rí o.
Wọ́n yọ orí bá ọjà o.
Seriously, tán máa máa rìn kí èèyàn báyìí náà.
My own blood brother, he is a supporter, he's a cool supporter of Tinubu. Me and him, we have had conversation. Like I told him, I said, if you're supporting this man, and you don't go with facts, you are switches. Àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tó ń jígbé tó ń ṣe kìíní tó jẹ́ pé àwọn olóríbú ti kó àwọn èèyàn sí yọ́yọ́. Wọ́n àti ìmọ̀ bá ṣe máa kóra ẹ̀tún fẹ́ máa fún ní support kó wá ṣe president wèrè wò ṣé ẹ̀yin gan lójú kòkòrò gan ní ibẹ̀ ṣe wà yẹn. Like me and him, we had some. For almost like I think since 3 to 4 months now. All the stage going back, say you want kidnap, you big. I was so like mad. So when we was having conversation, because on my WhatsApp status, Timban upload the so he used to see it, and he's so annoyed, like Mashima Butin Kiniko, Mubuya, Mumoni Ewo, Kotie Ninu. I never enjoyed anything before I left that country.
You know when they used to tell us, they say, you just think about your future. Just think about your future. Future with the private jet.
Most of money àti yes is mo ti wà nílò ìlú. Ṣé mo sọ̀rọ̀ ní báyìí ni mo sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ní o sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí bọ́. Ó ti wá di state kan tó jẹ́ pé tí yóò bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwa gan abímọ. Ṣé àní human sympathy ni tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ wọ́n máa jí ọmọ ọlọ́mọ gbé wọ́n máa pa àwọn èèyàn káàkiri àwọn èèyàn oṣù wọ́n wá nílùú. Oh my goodness. I was so mad. I told you.
I can imagine. Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much. Yeah. So let me take another call too. I know. Many people were so angry. They were telling me yesterday, Maiyegun hang up. I'm like, no. He's not alone. There are people like
you don't have to ask him up. Let him say what he has to say.
Exactly.
Let him say his mind.
Let him say it. Thanks, Ahmed. Good one, Baba.
No, good night,
yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. I just felt like I Ahmed should let this team out. We may never have much person want to let that out like that. I have a caller. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello.
Good evening. My name is Peter. I'm calling from Toronto.
Peter from Toronto. Now you are live, sir. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Yes, thank you for your efforts. What I just want to say because I noticed that you were addressing our Niger Delta brothers, and I am myself, I'm from those states, which for all intents could also be classified as part of Niger Delta.
Okay.
But what I just want to say to them, because I've seen some of their comments on Simon Epper's page, I've seen some of their comments on Nnamdi Kanu's representation, and I always try to make them understand. You see, guys, I used a program I call it program last week. I say this is
why are we having issues?
When we can decide how we want to share this, and what I mean by that analogy is this is a fight to extricate the southern Nigeria from the grip hold, because I call it a grip hold, from the grip hold of Fulani, the Yorubas, the Edos, the Igbos, everybody want to be free from this stranglehold. Let's not allow the divide and rule tactic they have used all over the years to creep into what we're almost there. We're almost getting to this freedom. So the idea that, I'm Niger Delta, Biafra wants my oil. The question is that up to here, for the past 60 years, what have you done with the oil? How has the oil benefited?
So sorry.
So please, they should drop all looking after the oil. Let us free ourselves from the hold of northern domination. When we get home, you can decide, okay, you don't want to be part of Biafra. Let Oduduwa rule themselves. Let Biafra rule themselves. If Niger Delta want to create their own country, let them create it and run with it. But it is not at this stage that we are trying to free ourselves from the stranglehold of Fulani that we should bring in all these arguments.
Exactly.
That is what I have to say.
Thank you so much,
There's a way you can let them know. Please forget about this oil. This oil is not benefiting you.
It's not benefiting anyone.
It's only benefiting the Hausa people.
Thanks so much, Peter. And I love that. You know why? You see, the doubt that people are planting. Oh, Niger Delta it's because of Niger Delta oil. It's because of this and that. These are people who are planting that in your midst, right? And you start fighting yourself. Leave our oil. But if you think very well, you will realize that even that oil doesn't benefit you. Hello there. Can you help me mute please? Now you are live. Sorry, your name.
Hello, Maiyegun. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm fine. My name is Kevin. I'm calling from Sweden.
Kevin from Sweden. Yes, you're live.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the program you had yesterday night, and like you said right now that you wanted the guy that spoke before this last one, you said you wanted him to talk more and let it out, Most of us were actually very, very angry with Philip, right? I was really, really mad with Philip, And then my anger with him is that, Philip, if you're listening, first of all, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't want to insult you, but you just have to go and sit and think of your life. Because, you see, most of us here in Western world, it's not all of us that are happy to be here. It's not all of us that want to stay here, okay? For you to live in London or for you to be living in London, coming out to call in this kind of program when we are trying to make things peacefully, trying to take people out from the kind of life that they are living, the slavery they have put us into. Philip, if I may ask you, what have you benefited from Nigeria? If you have benefited something, why are you out of Nigeria? And then you came out to start talking about the things that have happened back in the days. When we are in present tense now, people are talking about how to move forward. The country where you are in London, they are thinking of how to move forward. They are thinking of tomorrow. They are not thinking of what they are going to do, what they have done. They are thinking of what they are going to do. And then you are talking about things that have happened. You are bringing it back into the conversation that we are having. We are trying to take people out from this slavery that they have put us into. and you came out and started calling and started making honest. In fact, you're even contradicting yourself.
Exactly.
Yesterday. You kept on misbehaving. You kept and you were smiling. You were laughing, and you think it's funny. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be very, very ashamed of yourself. I was really mad. You know, like when it was just as if I should go through the phone and give you a dirty slap.
I know. I could tell. I could feel the vibration in the comment section. People were raging. People were like,
you could see the way people were commenting.
Nah.
You know, you could see the way people were commenting. And he started by even, commending you like,
deceiving me, being nice to me, only to use my platform to misinform people, telling them, oh man, and I was like, no, I wasn't comfortable. I wasn't really comfortable anymore. I was like, I can't sit down here and let you continue to dish out fictions, lies, and I don't know, I can't really do it. And man, honestly speaking,
all of us here, we have seen the life here. You know, my children, they are living in Western world. They are being paid. How many times did government pay our parents when we were in Nigeria? We have good life here. We have electricity. We drive the kind of car we want to drive. We have good road. We have what's it called? We have water. All the things that humans need in life. We have it here. And then you come out from you open your filthy mouth, your dirty mouth, thinking mouth, to start talking rubbish.
The fact that it felt like people deserve to die for asking for their own country, and it was using this Spain versus you know.
I've been to London. Been to London. In fact, when I was in London, it was my friend, my very good friend, Opeyemi. He was one that drove us around, me and my wife. I lived in Lagos all my life. Okay, there's no way you're going to call in Lagos that I don't know. I went to Unilag. I read mass communication.
Amazing.
All along, I have been in school there. My parents were struggling for me. Government, I have never benefited anything from government. When I was in my secondary school, I was one of the best printers in school. Imagine if I was in Western world, maybe I would have discovered
being our own Michelangelo or being our own,
And then you come out and be, well, I don't even.
It's all right. Thank you so much. Baba.
Anyway, thank you very much for your good work. You know, people like that should not put you down, please.
Of course, I've passed that stage. You know, I started the program by telling you about people who were telling me that I should think about my future, and I told them I have no future in Nigeria. There's no future. There's stolen
I have no
already.
Future too. I am one of those people that have even. I'm waiting to deny Nigerian passport.
Did you get that?
I'm one of them.
Don't tell that to my face and make me believe that I can't speak my mind because of one future. What future? The one stolen, looted.
What future?
Come on,
future?
Forget it. If I have future in Nigeria,
I will not get to any part of the world.
Exactly. If I have future in Nigeria, I will be in Nigeria now. I won't be in the UK.
They look at you like with dirty eyes.
It's a shame. But thank you very much, Baba, for calling in. Okay, let me take another call.
Thank you for
you have a good one.
All right, thank you. Hi.
So I like that, and I decided that it was my last caller, and I know many of you want to react today, and that is what we are dealing with today. No one can divide us, not what we have achieved so far, and if they can, and if you can see their the pressure on them, so to say, right? That is more reason why they are now pretty much interested in planting that, doubts. Like, okay, sorry for keeping you waiting. By the way, hello.
Hello, Maiyegun, His Excellency.
Yes, sir.
The Field Marshal, Maiyegun.
Reporting live.
It's the same
Chook, Baba. Germany. You won't be my last caller tonight, so it seems that we are breaking that code little by little. Now you're live, Chook.
Okay, I wasn't able to be live last night, but I rewatched your program, and I was kind of laughing about what our brother Philip, the Philippides. You know what? I think it's not bad that he called. Because I just say that
we have to know that that we still have a lot of work to do. There are a lot of them, a lot of them that are even worse than Philip. So I was not surprised. I was just laughing the whole time. I was even though it's not a laughing matter anyway, because just watching an adult.
It's like Chooks, right? It's like watching an adult, right, displaying a complete ignorance in public with confidence, and you're like,
not only ignorance. He has sold his conscience to the devil. I mean, people are being killed. And the justification you put on is that somebody built up a ragtag army. I mean, I was just saying, so there are kind of people like this that is still having such a mentality. I say, well, I think I congratulate him for his courage to come and speak up. To call him, it's a very big courage.
That must have taken a very lot of courage. That's the only thing I think we didn't acknowledge. Chooks, you are a genius, right? Because it took a lot of courage to be watching Maiyegun Diary political these years. Then you pick a phone and you actually go all out with Maiyegun for almost 10 minutes. That takes a lot of courage. I agree with you.
No, but I love the way you handled it, the way you allowed him to pour out all those poison. Because the thing has been boiling in his system. So I love the way you just allow him to pour it out. And I know he's watching the program today, and
he's probably smiling now that they are talking about.
Let me just tell you what happened. The fact is this that he's one of the guys that is benefiting from that evil setup in Nigeria. Yeah, I don't know him, but I'm sure he is one of them that is benefiting. So, the feeding bottle in his mouth. So, do you want to remove the feeding bottle out? So, I can understand him.
Me
but
too.
It's more than that. I think it's an adult. He should have conscience. He should have conscience.
Be human.
The funny thing, I read today that even Akwa Ibom, they want their own republic. They are going for their own republic. So you see,
exactly.
People are coming up. People are coming up. So we welcome him, but we know that there is one solution for him. You know the solution that is for our Philip.
Please.
One day Nigeria will visit him.
I believe.
Visit him in the sense, I'm not wishing him bad luck, but for example, maybe if he has family in Europe, he will travel with his family to Nigeria. Maybe on his way down to whatever village he's coming from.
That's if you ever visit any village.
The funeral Janjaweed will wale him on the way. Maybe rape his 7-year daughter with the wife and kidnap them. Then after the whole scenario, nobody will preach him again one Nigeria.
It's a very, very, sad experience that nobody will even wish on his own worst enemy. But when you talk about it, they will say you don't know what you are talking about.
I don't wish him. I don't even wish my enemy that. But I think that is the only thing that we make the guy to come to his sense.
If you want to know how political people are, those who claim to be patriotic Nigeria, tell them and meet them and say, are you a Nigerian? If you say, yes, I'm a proud Nigerian, may God Almighty rule your life the way the people have ruled Nigeria. Then you realize that. I will say, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Then he will want to fight you. That is the hypocrisy in them. But guess what? They are the most, they will say it as if to say they are talking about a different Nigeria that all of us grew up in, the same place, that they lied to us. We said they believe, say Nigeria day, until we realize that, oh boy, if they say hell day, hellfire day, heaven day, if you want to practicalize it, just live in the two words, Nigeria and other part of the world. You get what I mean now? Now we realize that, oh boy, on a job at the end.
Oh, yeah, exactly. On a job.
So everybody's just hypocrite. They don't want to tell you, they don't want to agree that Nigeria is a mess, but tell them that Nigeria will be ruled like their life. Like my brother, I'm not saying it to my friends because my friends are watching, but as a patriotic Nigeria, my friend, tell your neighbor that is a patriotic Nigeria that a neighbor, may your life be ruled. May your life be so great as Nigeria has become, right? And see fights.
You know, some of them, when they start that nonsense, they will tell you Nigeria will be great again. Then I used to ask them, when was Nigeria even great?
Now, part of the manipulation, chooks. Okay, some of us know they pay attention until now, but you know why they hate some of us in this generation, right? And the generation that seems to be very smart among the older, because we have older generation that are feeling like, we wish we were still young like all of you. We for join you, but we can't join you, but we'll support you, right? Now, hang on, let's start. Oh dear, I just missed that. You know what, Chooks, right? Thank you so much for calling. Okay, something just came on, and I think you're almost going to be my last caller tonight. All right.
Okay.
But however, Chooks, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a good one.
And you too. I'll take just one more person who has been on the line for a while. Okay. Hello there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your name, please.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Osita.
Osita, Baba, you are live.
Only Osita, your brother. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I said I will not forgive myself if I don't contribute today. I cannot.
Maybe I wouldn't forgive myself if I miss your call. I've been seeing you and I'm like,
no, I will always forgive you because you are a man full of demands. Everybody wants to be around you.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, God has created you special. You are special.
Thank you.
No matter how they say, you are a game changer.
Thank you.
Anyway, I wanted to talk as regards to the one that called himself Philip, but I'm very, very sorry. I don't think that is it.
I think you should have your way because there are many people who want to react like you too. So use your time, Osita.
Yeah. I don't think he has the ball to tell you to reveal his identity to you. You don't have that ball. Let me state clearly. If you listen, if you remember most of the times I talk, I try to let people to disconnect themselves from the past. Disconnect yourself from the story your parents, your brother, your uncle, your mother, your father told you. These are all those points that I try to bring out, to point out. Somebody said that there is no rule of law anywhere in the world. But you live in UK. If there's no rule of law, you cannot live on somebody's property, on somebody's soil. If there's no rule of law. If there's no rule of law, you won't go to the embassy to get visa in the first place.
No way.
If there's no rule of law, you will not legalize yourself in wherever you live. But you can tell me directly, and I believe there's no rule of law in a place like Nigeria. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
In a place that the president came and said to everybody, you can come in. When you come in, that they will start you your visa. Come without visa to us everywhere. That's the reason somebody is suggesting that the new name they will give to Nigeria is United African Republic. You can imagine that. As at this time, we are thinking about United African Republic. You know, it's a pity that I look at somebody like that who I know is above 35 years of age from his voice. I can tell. And that person is still behaving like the person that will come home and they will ask his mother, Mama, where my food? At that age, you are still thinking the way somebody who is still being colonized think. If you ask him very well, what has he profited? All these things that they say, you ask somebody because they are profiting. Believe me, they are not profiting.
Maybe not even directly.
Yeah, any society whereby a one-man-eyed person is their king, they have no king. people have to be successful around you for you to know you are a success.
To know that.
Even the whole money that Tunumbu or Obasanjo, all of them, the gang, they have, they are all failures. The money that Buhari has, the money Wike has, they are all failures. Because at the end of the day in, day out, year in, year out, decade on decade, forever and ever, God forbid, the situation is still the same. It's still not self, if not worse. It's deteriorating. So what are we talking about? A generation has come that has seen the light, that wants to liberate. But one thing I want to advise you, I want you to understand that in your program, there are some people that have been bought. They paid them money to come to your program to say all this manner of things. Yes, I was thinking that you will cut him off the way you do it.
That's why I said if anybody is making my friends uncomfortable, because what they do is this, they just want to distract you. You won't pay much attention to what we are saying. You'll be typing. You'll be typing to reply.
Because I will tell you,
you won't pay attention.
I will tell you, I will tell you one thing here, my brother. As you make mention of names, you tag all of them that is causing the whole problem in Nigeria. Believe me, they are watching your program.
They do.
They are watching your program. And I tell you one thing here. They are paying some people to distract your program. That is something I want you to understand. They are paying some people. Because that person that is talking, if he's actually calling from the United Kingdom, he will never say, oh, there is nothing like rule of law. He will never say that. I lived in UK before I moved in here. I lived in UK for 6 years. And I used to tell people, that is the most advanced society in the world, not even America.
And you know where he actually lost me, Osita? You know where he lost me? When he was talking about Scotland and our indie ref. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
what are you talking about?
I was part of the indie ref. I'm part of the indie ref too. There's nobody that is, you know what? I'm like, what are you talking about? What, like, you know what? Let's just stop it then. I'll just give up on you. You know, it's just going to be like, you know, he keeps going roundabout and roundabout. When you try to hold him here, he change it and you feel like, okay, maybe he wants to see something there. Then he change it. I'm like, no. Then he's talk about Scotland, a place I lived for 9 years. Come on, man.
There's something I want to say to you. I beg of you, if it is possible you have his number, if you can text me that number, I need to call him and engage him in free talk. I can load my phone. I'm not going to call him on WhatsApp. I'll call him directly.
I know, but I can't do that, Osita. You know where we live.
I wish, because,
I can't do that.
Because had it been his real name and everything about him that he puts on the screen, believe me, I'll look for him and I'll definitely get him. Within 1 month, I will get through to the one that
just to talk to him and let him know that. What what's wrong with you?
We are not going to fight. We are not going to fight. We are not going to fight. But we will talk and talk and talk. It's either I break him down in the sense that he will not come to such platform like this to say nasty things, or I will convert him to become my
Some people don't know, Osita, right? Truth. Some people don't know why many people on Maiyegun's Diary actually found it so comfortable to be here. Because, you see, this is a place whereby it can really be so emotional. And if you are human, only if you are human, you can feel it. If you are not, it won't mean anything to you. Right? This is a platform where people get so emotionally attached to every story, event, and they were looking forward to something to share them up to say it will be better. Right?
Oh my God.
Not somebody saying or justifying the killings that put people in a state of depression. Come on.
It's a shame.
It is a shame.
Even the Fulanis, the one that are not the one that are less privilege. Even if I see the things that are happening in the northeastern part of Nigeria, I get so mad that why would these ones be the scapegoat to the people who are perpetrating the evil? I used to ask myself that. Then you are talking about, I believe that we will get there, with or without all these people.
We will. And you know one thing, you can tell the desperation in many of them now, right? Because if anybody wants to continue to live in denial, no problem. They'll wake up one morning and then the reality will set in. Would anybody say the level at which everybody is now probably asking for their own country or having a conversation now, would they compare it to what it was 2-3 years ago?
definitely not.
It's grown.
And I can assure you, I can assure you that you are on the right track. You are in your winning way. That is the reason they will always come after this your program. I want to tell you
they will always fall. Osita, thank you so much. And they will
always fall. Thank you very much.
You have a good evening. It's a pleasure talking to you again, by the way. So you have a good one, sir. Sure. Let me take one more. Hello there.
Hello, sir. Maiyegun Baba.
Yes, sir.
This is Sharif for US.
Say that again. Did you say Sharif from UN or US?
US.
From the US. I didn't catch your name earlier.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Sharif, yeah, Sharif.
Shafiu or Sharif?
Oh, Sharif,
Sharif. So I got it the first time then. Okay, Baba, you are live. Please, fire.
Yeah, I know to get issue with that guy yesterday. Where I get issue with the guy, you say, why you ask me like, so is this like for people that are dying? So when the guy cannot see anything, that's why I look at how can have a body. So it's not different from Bokohari and bandits killing people. So because people are demanding for their own country, they're not justifying that they should be killed. So when you're asking that question, like when we were saying all that thing from the first thing, I don't have issue with him because he's entitled to his own opinion. So when you ask like, okay, is this right for them to die? Or so that's really you bad. They say fire. You are okay.
Baba say that again. I said junior fire. Nigeria you are okay.
You are okay.
Some people are even saying that if everybody die, and we get to the gate of heaven, and they say you did this, you did that, go to hell. You will just be like, wait. I'm from Nigeria. I can never, I can never serve same crime twice. Okay, so I can't be in hell, and I'm back here. That's double jeopardy because they say like Nigeria life is an experience that people should put on their CV and say, you see, if you survive in Nigeria, you will survive anywhere in the world. But this one that you now said, Ashe Junior Fire, Nigeria, okay. That's a new one, no, Baba. Thank you so much, Sharif. I appreciate that. So I believe that he knows that I've got my friends who are not happy with what he said yesterday. We are not scaring you guys away, okay? You can phone in and make your own contribution. But don't come here and then think justifying killing people is the right thing to say because you have an opinion. That is not going to go down with people, okay? People who are killing people because they want to keep power cannot be protected by people who are yet to become victims. Simply because they have not become victims yet. You don't do that. Please don't. Or else your topic could go sprang up. Oh, Baba, sorry for keeping you waiting. Please. Your name?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. My brother, Bayogu.
Good evening. Your name?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Max Ndike.
Max Ndike. Now you are live.
Yeah, I'm calling from Hamburg.
I'm
calling from Hamburg, Germany.
Beautiful. You are live.
Yeah. My brother, I so much like your program,
Thank you.
I like the way you treat your matters,
Thank you.
So I'm very happy. That's why I just feel not sleeping now to hear you at the end.
Bless you. I know you are around there. What time is it in Hamburg now? 12 or to 12?
I think it's now it's almost to 12.
Almost to 12. I know you are an hour ahead of us. It's almost 11 here.
Yeah.
Right. So I understand. People tell me that my Maiyegun General political can be really addictive, and I'm like, can't you all see that I'm addicted myself? If I don't come here to have a chat, how do you think I cope? What do you think I'm doing?
My brother, you are one of the best things that ever come out of our life. Believe me.
Thank you very much.
Last time when I was watching your program, I was nearly crying. Believe me. I am I'm like 57 years old now, but I see the way our country is going down. It's making me to be crying every day. Can we continue in this way? Every day they will talk about security, but they don't ask, they don't want to settle why the security issues. You know,
it's a shame.
So the country is even killing there, but they think that this killing will bring the solution. It will never.
It won't.
So the problem we are facing is that because Yoruba and the Igbos have never united very, very well. Forget about these people who call themselves Niger Delta. My brother, those ones that they are not there. Forget them. If the Yoruba and the Igbos unite very well, these people cannot do nothing. They will bow on their nails.
But you know, the effort as well. You know, one thing again, right? The effort is that we cannot just wish anyone away. You get what I mean? If we do that,
no. You know why I say it? Because tomorrow, one of them will say, "Oh, we believe in Nigeria because we have oil. You have oil, but you don't know how to use the oil. What is your oil used for? You don't have light. Somebody who is helping you to make sure that you control your thing. You are calling him names. Yeah, to call him names. Do they think that Biafra are looking for their oil? Huh?
But Biafrans have oil.
If you go to those states now,
Biafra have their own oil too. It's only miseducation that make people think.
If you go to those states today, some of them are calling Igbo's name. But if you go to their state today, 60% of their internal revenue are coming from the Igbos. 60% of their internal revenue is coming from the Igbos, but still they still help them. Okay, if I were to see Nnamdi Kanu, let us take our 5 states and go. Let us be free. What are we going to make a big state for? What are those nonsense? Every year they are putting us down because we are looking for money. The day an Igbo man will leave money, then we pick up guns, then they let them finish us all. Because this is getting too much. Every day they are dropping our boys. Every day they are dropping our boys.
I know.
What do they do? Because they demand for freedom.
Yeah, we won't stop talking. Okay, I told people that.
No, I so much like you, my brother.
If they did their research, you know, I told people. I said if they did their research, you cannot wipe off people who are over 60 million. Especially most of them who are actually in over 140 countries. That is impossible.
They are only a joker. They are only joking.
You get what I mean?
Joking because
let's keep talking.
We never get one governor. My brother, we should get one of Eastern governor who support them, who support IPOB now.
IPOB, it would have been a different game.
Nigeria finish.
It would have been a different game.
It would be only one governor. We need only one governor who will say here is the safe zone. It's finished. It's finished.
Honestly.
Only one. We need only one governor.
We will get there.
Who will come out today and say, I am here. Nothing will happen. My brother, that Nigeria will become a desert now.
It's coming to that stage soon. I know it is.
Yeah,
but
okay, my brother. God bless you.
Too, right? Let's have the mindset that not only those who talk like the way we want to talk are those who are welcome. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a very smart man, and we all have to credit him for that, right? He could easily have come and say, "Give me 5 states." But if he does that, he's actually going to be following the workbook of the same Fulani jihadists that intentionally divided the whole thing and gave you 5 states. So that's why I said many people don't understand
why I say it, You know why? I like my brothers from the coastal region, but the way they talk about the man who is fighting for them, that's why I'm saying.
Oh, you need to get used to it. You see those ones you are reading online? Don't ever work yourself up on that. You see, if they say, "Oh yeah, give everybody paper, make them the vote," you will realize that you will be shocked at the number of people that will vote to leave Nigeria or be part of Biafra. So don't let all those ones walk you up, okay? The good thing about it is that we are all talking about it. Now you know those who are saying no. But you know one thing? Everybody is learning. Some Niger Deltans who never heard a lot about what happened back then, they are now researching. It will shock many people. So don't expect everybody to say yes yet. Many will say horrible things. They will do all of that, but give it time.
You're right.
Give it time.
You're right.
And I think we're almost done. So thank you so much for calling in. And thank you for being my last
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah. Take care.
God bless you, my brother. God bless you. Bless your family. Everything that you touch will be blessed.
Amen. And yours too. And everything that is yours. So take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, everybody, for your time tonight. My time is up. I have work tomorrow, and then some people want to go to bed. Remember, my studio is in my small room, so I just moved from the office to studio. Thanks so much for your time with me tonight, every one of you who took time to join me tonight. I'm going to see you again tomorrow, okay? Even if they like, they should say, what do you call it? Obasanjo is the one who is paying the bandits. Obasanjo is the one printing money. Obasanjo is the one who did not remit a dime from the crude oil sale in April. They haven't remitted anything in May. Maybe they won't even give you anything in June. But guess what? We are raising a generation that will not be able to be divided. Those rhetorics and the teachings about Igbo this, Yoruba that, and all of this and all that, right? We are getting to a stage whereby people are finding common ground. And when this generation and the older generation before us, the ones ahead of us who are pretty much a part and they're supporting us as much as they can, right? When everybody found their bearing and we found the footprint and the foothold, Revolution Now, Neo Showore, and everybody, when everybody begin to hear themselves clearly, when we begin to listen to ourselves, we realize that we are fighting the same enemy, whether in PDP, APC, or anywhere, whether Fulani, Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo, or a view, it doesn't matter anymore. If you pay attention, we're fighting the same system that make those criminals to become so powerful that they could tell us how to think, what to think, when to think, how to act, when to act, and what to act upon. This power they believe they wield. Once people realize their own power, as they say, people's power is more powerful or stronger than the people in power. So we will continue to talk. We won't stop talking. That is what they don't like. That's why they will shut down internet, shut down everything they can shut down. But guess what? They are dealing with the wrong information. The wrong generation, rather. They are dealing with the wrong generation. I seem to be the last of the nicest of the generation that are coming to deal with these people. The ones coming after us, we will groom them. They will be uncontrollable. They will be in no way stoppable. If you don't believe it, live long enough to witness what will come. Thank you so much to everyone. Be prepared for Lagos rally, which will take place on the 3rd of July. The biggest of the biggest rally. We will mobilize for it. To everyone who is raising fund for every of our own brothers and sisters who have volunteered to protect every part of communities in Yoruba land where we have found people now. Those of you are supporting them, raising funds for them, getting them all manner of equipment, ammunition, and everything they need to have to protect those communities. We know we don't have all the numbers yet, but guess what? Every penny you are putting towards all this, they are making impacts. And let me be honest with you, the establishment, they are not happy. They are not happy with it. And let's not stop. Keep firing, keep sharing, keep telling, and keep telling people that very soon, the Nigeria you see today, you shall see no more. Before you go, give me that thumb up under this video. Subscribe on Maiyegun's Diary Political on YouTube. And I'm going to see you some other time. Good night to everyone.
Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi